Okay, off focus, 2014. 2014. This will be a very, very useful clip that I believe you have the highest number of views. Okay, this one, okay? The jewelry industry. Listen, 2014 AB. So it's not biased. You know why it's not biased? AB. Okay, AB, okay? You know what's the meaning of AB? Zone A and Zone B, okay? Question 3. 2014 AB, question 3. The jewelry industry, over here, the first word, let's go very, very, very slow to let you fully understand this question. And I hope after you understand this question, it will really, really strengthen your fundamental for multi-type firm. Okay? The jewelry industry, the good here is what? Jewelry. 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 Okay? Okay, jewelry. Okay? And make up of two types of producer. Competitive PC question, make up of two types of producer, multi-type firm. One sentence, first sentence, you conclude the number of graph you need to draw. Okay, and they give you the two types of producer, they make it very clear because this is not the hard part. Okay, original, local artists, and commercial imitators. Okay, these are the two types, artists and imitators. Okay, or you can call it local or commercial. Okay, the cost of production is evidently higher for the local artists than it is for the commercial imitators. So the AC, when we talk about cost of production, we are looking at what? Especially talk about initial equilibrium, it's all about AC. Okay? It's all about AC. Okay? So AC here, the AC, at least on the graph, you can, when you want to show different level of cost of production, it's showed using AC. Because MC you can show, but you can't tell, you see. Okay, it's the AC. So, you know that when you draw the graph, you set the initial stage, the AC for the artist must be higher than the AC for the imitator. This is one criteria, take note of this. Okay, so okay, let me do it slowly for you all. So let's collect the information. Okay, first one, competitive. So when you see the word competitive, it is a PC question. Second, two types of producer. So you know it's a what? Multi-type firm, right? Multi-type firm PC question, right? Okay, two types of producer. Third one, they say the AC for the local artists, maybe I put ACL here, must be higher than the AC for your imitator, ACI. Okay, these are some of the information you gather, right? Hey, don't I say again, this is a 25 marks question, and you know the importance when if you choose to focus on PC, you know the importance of the what? Initial equilibrium. Don't rush to set up the initial equilibrium. That's all I can tell you. That's why I divide into mechanical step and a thinking approach. Okay, ACL, AC for local artists must be higher. So when you draw, it must be higher. Okay. The consumer, however, cannot tell the difference. Okay, so cannot tell the difference means there's only what? One market. Do you understand here? One market only. There's no such thing as two market. Oh, jewelry from artists and jewelry from commercial imitators. There's only one market, jewelry market. Okay, X. Okay. However, without the local artist, commercial imitator will have nothing to imitate. Okay, so this is trying to tell you that you must have artists in the market if you're going to have imitator. So this forms the stage for you to set up your initial equilibrium. Okay, in order, or it's also for the long run equilibrium as well. Okay, you either have artist and imitator, or you have nothing. Okay, so part A, describe an initial setup. Initial setup. Do you need to set the stage for analysis? In which both local artists and commercial imitators supply the market. Both are in. Okay, both are in. Okay, so let's try now. Okay, both are in. So if I'm you, what I'm going to do here is this. I'm imagining I'm the one that's doing this question. Okay, I collect my info. Oh, competitive. Oh, two-type, multi-type producer. Okay. This is the thing I have to take note of when I set up. Okay, good. So let's try. I have my market diagram. Okay, I have my market diagram. Okay. And I know that my market diagram, the X here is your jury, right? And I have two, both must be in. One is the firm I. Okay. And the other one is your firm J. Okay. Firm I and firm J. Okay? Okay, let's do whatever I've taught you so far to slowly move forward. Okay? When there's an obstacle, then we try to do our best, gathering information from the question to smoothen, to work out the king. Okay, Ken? Okay, let's take a look now. So multi-type producer, you know that your job is very simple. Initial setup, I need to get the demand supply curve up in the diagram. So demand curve, very happy. Remember, in your setup of initial equilibrium, there's a mechanical step. And over here it's very easy because they tell you that both type of firms, they want a setup where both type of firms are really in the market. Okay, so earlier when we talked about the HP, only one type, right? One type before the home pampering come in, right? We talked about 211B earlier, but now both type must be in. So I can straight away put in firm I and firm J. Okay, so DO. Next, I can draw my, these are the mechanical steps. You can set up your stage, MCJO and MCIO, right? And these two together will give me my supply curve, SO. Then we have what? We have point A, and this is your first equilibrium, PO, as well as XO. Again, what we have, once you have your market price ticker PC, you extend it to the left, right? Over here, extend it to the left. With the PC, you can have your MR curve. So I extend it to the left, MRIO, and my MRJO. Okay, MRJO. Okay. Okay. So in the firm diagram, this is your point A, where MR cut MC, where you'll be maximizing profit. Okay. How much profit you make, we do not know yet, but this is the mechanical step. So XIO. Okay, you can start drawing this first. Okay, mechanical step. Point A, XJO. Right? Okay. Now, what you need to do for this question is a little bit different. Normally, what I tell you is this. What I've taught you is this. One of the firm must make what? One of the firm must make what? Zero profit. Zero profit, right? While the other can make a positive profit or losses, right? That's how you set our initial equilibrium, remember? And for it to stand as an initial equilibrium, listen, for it to stand as an initial equilibrium means that the one that you choose for it to make positive profit, it should not attract new firms coming in, or the one you choose it to make losses, it should not leave the market. Okay, right? Okay. Let's take a look now. Okay, but this question is slightly different. Okay, let me show you what it means. Suppose I say this is your commercial. Commercial means your imitator. Okay. Okay, I try to explain it. I don't want to go all the way to your initial equilibrium, but I try to explain it. This is your artist first. This is your artist. A local artist. And this is your imitator. Imitator. Okay, imitator. Okay, this is your artist and this is your imitator. Okay? Okay. And you know that when you draw one, when you draw this one, imitator AC must always be lower than artist. Okay? Slightly different, huh? Take note of this. It's not easy. Okay? It's tricky, actually. Okay. Let me tell you a few things first. First, let's take a look at this whole setup of the game. First is this. Before I even start off anything, initial equilibrium is very important before you can put in the right stage for analysis. The most important thing is you need to know what are the shock that is coming your way. Okay, you have no choice because it's going deeper and deeper and deeper. So same, you have to get deeper and deeper and deeper as well. Okay, so before you set up, you need to know what are the shock that is coming your way. Okay, and if you take a look at this question, this is the best hint that happened here. Okay, this question, let me say again. Every time you set out initial equilibrium, especially in your coming May, if you choose to do PC question, please highlight the shock. That means you have to know what are the shock that is involved even before you start to set up initial equilibrium. You can do your mechanical step first, okay? But at least know what is the shock. But if you take a look at this question, you realize that there's no shock given, right? Part A, B, C, A and B. Look at A and B first, because C and D there's shock. There are shock given already, okay? But part A and B, practically there's no shock given, right? Because part A, they just tell you describe initial setup where both are supplying. Then part B, straight away they tell you what will happen in the long run. Hey, no shock. What do you mean by long run, right? Okay, so because of that, right, means what? It means that in this case, because there's no shock that's being given, even for the home pampering, remember the home pampering question? The shock is very clear, right? The shock is very clear because there's an entry. Someone switched from being a restaurant to a home pampering. That itself is a shock, right? Okay, but over here, there's really no shock being given. It means what? It means that part A is not a stable equilibrium to begin with. You understand? Therefore, part B is already, part A is already a setup that is unstable. That means the number could change. You get it? So that you have the long run that's going to come your way. I don't know how much you can understand, but I believe you can because you have followed me for many, many lessons. Okay? Over here, the hint that this is not an easy question, don't get freaked out. Okay? It's because there are no shock being given. No shock being given means what? The setup for you to do analysis itself is not stable. Not stable means what? It could be a short run equilibrium. Okay? Therefore, in part B, you talk about the long run equilibrium. Yes?
It means the shock already happened.
Yes. So, in this case, means what? Part A, you should already take into account the shock. And the shock in this case, I will tell you is what? The entry of the imitators. There's no shock being given means that the setup for you to analyze would be a short run equilibrium. So that the shock you analyze is the change in the number of firms. Because it is unstable, it is an unstable equilibrium. So even they do not tell you about any shock, things would change. So there could be a long run. And this fit the question perfectly, right? Because they describe the setup where both are in the market. We're talking about short run equilibrium here. What will happen in the long run? Okay, so I do not want to go into the whole detail of starting. You have what? You have only one type of firm. You only have the local artist. Then suddenly imitator come in. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. Shock analysis, all these things. We can try to skip away all this. Okay, that's what he did also. He skipped away all this. So, in other words, on the spot, he wants you to plug in the short run equilibrium. Okay? So, let's take a look now. When you talk about short run equilibrium, does the number of firm, do you need to find an equilibrium where the number of firm don't change? Don't need, right? Because the number of firm is going to change in the first place. You better have an equilibrium where the number of firm change, or else the short run will be, and the long run will be the same, right? Okay, because the long run, what is the difference between the long run? Long run is when the number of firm change. It will trigger a wave of shock on the diagram. Therefore, you get a new equilibrium called point C. So, because of this, when I tell myself, oh, now I'm going to set up my point A, and this point A is a short run equilibrium to begin with, and I know that it need not be stable, and I know that this equilibrium will, in the long run, will cause the number of firm to change. Therefore, I can answer to my point B. That is the stage where I set up this initial setup. This stage where I put this initial setup on my answer script. Okay, so two conditions only. I know this one I've done, competitive. This one I've done, right? Now is this. How do I use this? How do I use this? So the only thing I have after I know that there's no shock means that this question is talking about. This question has to be talking about the transition from short run to long run. Okay, so I need to set up my short run, and I know that my ACL in this case is what? ACL is what? ACL, look at this ACI, yeah? My ACI has to be higher than my ACJ. That is the only thing I know. And I know that I have to plug it in the context of the question. You know what I'm doing now is this. I'm breaking up the question for you. One by one, you slowly put things together and gather information, or add in this, gather information, add it in, slowly build. Okay? Only two cases. Take a look here. Okay? If I put this here, this will be here. Right? If I put artist make zero profit, imitator will make positive profit. Next, if I put what? Imitator make zero profit, artist will make what? Artist will make losses. You all understand? Either this, do you see? Because the AC must be higher. Either artist make losses, imitator make zero profit, or artist make zero profit, imitator make what? Positive profit, right? Right? Okay. This is how it's okay. I'm going to skip all the stage 1. So over here, because artist is originally in the what? In the market. So I do it this way. Okay. Artist is happily making zero profit in the market now. Okay. Artist happily making zero profit in the market now. Okay. And when the imitator come in, they are making what? They are making positive profit because they are happy because they have a what? They have a cost advantage. Okay. So when you see artist is originally in the market, so I let it be zero profit. I let it be zero profit. So artist, so suddenly the shock is the entry of imitator. And when the imitator come in, oh, they enjoy it because they are making what? They are making what? Positive profit. Do you know how he derived the answer? Artist, I'm initially here. Then the shock is what? The shock is the imitator suddenly come in, and all these imitators are happy because why? When they come in, right? They are enjoying a what? They are enjoying a profit. Understand? When they come in, so the shock is initially is this. Initially is this. Okay, look. Initially is this. Then suddenly, imitators will come in, and because they have what? Lower AC. Therefore, the imitator, given their market price, right? They make what? Positive profit. Okay, and he didn't talk about this in his exam commentary, but you have to talk about this. So maybe at the start, let me say this thing. At the start, please look here. At the start, when the imitator come in, right, it is not big enough to affect the market supply. This is for simplicity of analysis. Do you understand why am I saying that? Initially, it's this, right? Then the shock. What's the shock? The shock is imitator come in. By right, imitator come in, the supply curve should what? Should shift, right? Should increase what? Then there will be a new price, right? Things will start to change already, blah, 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 blah. So for simplicity of analysis, do you see here? That's why I say sometimes the fundamental is a little bit rocky. Okay? You have to say that, oh, to start on the stage for analysis, suppose you are here. Then imitator suddenly what? Come in. Bam! And this imitator and start off with a lower AC, right? But when they come in, they are not big enough. Of course, in the long run, they will be big enough because more and more will come in, right? But right now, at the start, when they first begin, they are not significant enough to cause the market is still comprises of artists mainly. Okay, so they are not significant enough to cause a change in the supply. So the market price remain the same. Therefore, based on their market price, this will be their MR. You understand? That is something that he didn't say, but I think if you're going to answer this question, you should put it in this way. Right? Or else, it don't make sense. Add in something. So for simplicity of analysis, in the beginning, everything is stable. Shock. They never tell you any shock, right? The shock is the entry of imitator. The imitator come in, but they have lower AC to begin with. Okay? And when they come in, they have no effect on the market supply curve. So the market price remains the same. Maybe not a lot of imitator for a start. But of course, subsequently, long run will be different. Where the entry of exit, there will be more, right? Okay, for a start. So they can still take the same market price and the artist is still happily making zero profit. And they are happily, even happier, making what? Positive profit. Okay? So this is how it began with. Okay, this is a point A. So I know that this is where my MR, since I'm taking the market price, when I come in, the market price don't change because I'm not big enough to affect the market price, right? Okay, not a lot of imitator for a start. Then this is my market price, this is my MR. MR cut MC, I still profit maximizing here, but I have a lower AC. So what happened? I jump down. So my AC is lower than my price. So when the imitator enter for a start to begin with, maybe only a handful try to imitate. What happened? This handful they try to imitate. They are the first few to imitate. They actually enjoy a positive what? Profit. This is your part A. Okay. What I'm doing here is this. Remember in your part A, a lot of students are confused about the part A. Because part A in itself, when you set out the equilibrium, right, it is not a stable equilibrium, right? Therefore, you have your part B, your long run equilibrium to continue on. Okay, so you don't need to give any, they don't need to give you any shock, and you have a long run equilibrium to talk about in part A and B. So over here, I'm going to go slightly deeper to talk about what happened in this market. One more time. Okay, so initially you have your market, and it's only supplied by artists. Okay, but this is not what the initial equilibrium they want. Why? Because they want you to illustrate that equilibrium where what both artists and imitator are supplying to the market. So this is not the actual one. After that, but this is a stable one. Nonetheless, this is a stable one. The artists are making zero profit, so there's no change. And as long as there's no shock to this market, everything will be stable here. Then the imitator come in, right? The imitator come in. So this act as a shock. M, C, J, O. So they come into the market. So this act as a shock. Okay, one more time. Because this MC don't look nice. Okay, back to this again. Okay, so when an imitator come in, this act as a shock. That is what MCJO, they come into the market, right? It's a shock, so it's a red color curve. And of course, one thing we learn over here is this. Okay, one thing we learn over here is the imitator has a lower AC, lower cost compared to the artist. So the artist AC is here. So imitator, I choose a lower AC, right? A lower AC, curve left, curve right. So this is a ACJO. So this is a shock. The imitator come in. Okay? And they want you to find the equilibrium when both are supplying to the market. So we are talking about short run equilibrium here. This is what part A actually means. Okay? But we will still look into part A, and we've continued on all the way to do part C and part D, so you have a full understanding of this question. So initially, all good, right? Everyone is here. Then a shock imitator come into the market, and there will be new curve here. What we assume here is this: when the imitator come in, it is not big enough to move the market supply, so market price remain the same. When market price remain the same, this will be your MRI, MR follow the market price, and of course, if market price remain the same, this will be your MRJ, marginal revenue curve for your imitator when they come into the market. Can? Draw it nicely. ACJO. Okay, can? So when they come into the market, this will be their marginal revenue curve. Okay, and when they come into the market, they will still have to choose an output to maximize profit, right? So they will choose where MR given the market price. Since it's only a small number, they don't affect the market supply, so market price remain the same. Given the market price, okay, before and after they come in, the market price is still the same. Remember what I assume here? This guys here, the number here when they come in, it's not enough to affect the market supply, so we have the same market price, so we will have your equilibrium here. This is your point B, right? Point B, right? Because the shock come in already. So they will produce where MR equals MC, and this is the output they produce. This is the output they produce, which is XJO. Right? Okay, and of course, when they come in, so once you finish, okay, take a look. Once you finish the shock, right? This is the shock. Maybe I do it this way. This is the shock. So I add in the shock. When the shock is the influx of imitator. So once I finish drawing the curve, I need to draw an MC curve, AC curve, that's all, MR curve, and it's no change to the market price. So point B, no change to market price, so this will be your point B as well. Point B, and this will be my P1 and X1, the short run one. Okay, right? Okay, and this will be my point B as well, because no change to the price. This will be my xi1, and this will be my point B. After I draw the curve in, every diagram have to go into the relevant curve, right? So for this new diagram, relevant curve MRMC, this will be my point B, and this will be my xjo, right? Okay, so this is what happened, and this is your short run equilibrium, right? When the imitator come into the market. So, but at part A, they want you to illustrate an equilibrium where both imitator and artist are in the market. So we are looking at point B to begin with, right? So be careful about this. We are talking about point B to begin with. So actually what they want to see is actually your point B to begin with. Okay, this is your point B in your part A. After that, the short run equilibrium. After that, in the long run, the number will change. Then you have one more point C. Okay, part B. What will happen in the long run? And it perfectly fit into your stage because you know that the number of firms must what? Change, right? Okay, let's go into long run now, right? N3 and this, okay? Then long run, NJ, NI, can? Long run. I straight away go into long run. Can? I straight away go into long run, and what we have here is this. Long run is all about finding that price level, where both the number of firms what? Stop changing. There's no incentive for firms to enter, and there's no incentive for firms to exit. So it's finding that long run price level, right? Remember your long ruler? And how many levels do you have to begin with? First, before I start again, ask yourself this question. Are there any special characteristics? Can any of this type of firm operate on a profit without attracting new firms? No. They never say. No. Never say means no. Can any of this type of firm operate with a loss without leaving? No. So there's no special characteristics given, right? So when there's no special characteristics given, you know that the only way for this number of firms to be stable, NJ to be stable, imitator must make what? Zero profit. The level is here. Okay? And the only way for NI to be stable, that means there's no incentive to go up or go down, is firm I must be making what? Zero profit. The level is here, right? Here and here. And they are not at the what? Same level. It means what? It means that one of the firms will be what? Squeezed out of the market, right? So which one will be squeezed out of the market? The one without the cost advantage. That means the one with the high AC. We're talking about this. This one will be squeezed out of the market, right? And not only that, you don't just, okay, listen, that's the tricky part about part B here. You don't just say, oh, then the long run price will be here. Okay? The long run price will be here. And all this will be squeezed out of the market. No. You don't talk about this because, right, look at the question carefully. You say, oh, then I know already, this is my long run price. Then you happily, oh, then you're very happy, right? Oh, this will be squeezed out of the market. Okay? Then you say, oh, the artist will be squeezed out of the market. But the problem is what? I think some of you know the problem already. If you look at the question carefully, the imitator what? Need the artist. The imitator need the artist. So practically, this is the price where the artists will all be squeezed out of the market. But when all the artists are squeezed out of the market, the imitator also will what? Have nothing to imitate. So practically the whole market disappear. So you know this is a long run price, right? This is a long run price. And at this long run price P2, okay? At this long run price P2, okay? Once you know, oh, this is a long run price. You know this is going to squeeze out the market, so this is a long run price, okay? What is your point C here? This will be your point C. Right, your supply curve. That means a lot of imitator will come in. Therefore, this is your supply curve. Supply will cut demand at your long run price, and this will be your X2. Okay, X2. Can? Okay. Let's take a look here. This will be your point C. Okay? Right? This is easy. Because with a long run price, this will be your MRJ1. So MR cut MC, this is your point C, and all the imitator will be making what? Zero profit. Can? Okay. Let's take a look here. Given this MR I1, this will be your point C. Suppose your point C. Okay, slowly. XI1. And the problem is this. at this point, you jump up to hit the AC, right? So the artists are actually making a what? Making a losses. When they're making a losses, they will start to what? They will start to leave. Okay, when they start to leave. So at this long run price, all the artists, if they choose, they produce here, they will be making a losses, and they will all start to what? They will all start to leave. Okay, I won't even put a point C here. I just show that the artist will be making what? The artist will be making what? Given this price where, because firm imitator will keep coming in, right? Because they are making positive profit, so imitator will keep coming in, and it will start to push down the price from over here. You start to push down the price all the way until long run price, right? But when you push down into in the long run price, artists will be making what? Losses, right? And they will start to what? They will start to leave. And over time, all the artists will be what? Squeezed out of the market. The whole market only be left with commercial imitator. But in the question to begin with, the commercial imitator need the what? Artists to imitate their work. So please add in a sentence, even though it's not said in the examiner commentary. But since you want to add it in the question, okay, the whole market will what? Disappear. Okay, so over here, let's take a look at part C now. For your part C, they say the imitator has to give a fee to the artist. A fixed fee. The keyword is fixed. Fixed fee always affect AC. So if I give a fee, my cost will be higher. My AC will increase. Okay, my AC will increase. I choose any point here. Okay, when the artist receives a fee, my AC will fall. When I draw my new AC, I choose any point here. So what happened is this. If given the right calculation, I can move the AC to the same level, right? Same level. Then in this case, you know what are the implications? The implication is both artist and imitator will remain in the market in the long run. So what we have is this. What we have is, suppose I want them to go to the same level. So, right, same level. So this is your stage 2. Do you realize this? That means there's one more shock. This shock is what? When the artist, when the imitator come into the market, I need to draw a new MCJO. I need to draw a new ACJ, MRJ. Not only that, I still, because there's one more shock, they have to give a fee. So my AC, imagine without the fee, I will make this amount of profit per unit. But with the fee, I have one more AC. ACJ1, right? So when I first come in, this is my MC, this is my AC. But because I should be enjoying a profit of this amount per unit, total profit should be this amount, which we have illustrated in your part A. But because now I have to give a fee, so I have one more extra shock. So what happened is this, my point B don't change. My profit maximizing is still where MR cut MC. But when I have one more AC, my profit change. My equilibrium don't change, my profit change. So because of that, right, my profit becomes smaller, right? Do you see? My profit becomes smaller. That means at this point B, now because of a higher AC, my profit, I'm still making a profit, but my profit becomes smaller. Okay, my profit becomes smaller. My profit becomes smaller, right? My equilibrium don't change, but my profit becomes smaller. Over here, there's this shock here. Curve left, curve right, ACI1. Right? This is my shock. ACI1, my gap must get smaller. And of course, at my point D is higher than my AC. So I'm making a profit as well, thanks to the fixed fee. Okay, the artists are making a profit, and this is my profit. So what I have said earlier is this. Whenever AC change, profit level change, right? Whenever AC change, profit level change. So initially, artist is making a what? A zero profit. But because the AC changed, now they are making what? They are making positive profit. Okay, positive profit. Because AC become lower. Equilibrium never changed, but AC become lower. Over here, initially I'm making a big positive profit. But now when my AC gets higher, I'm still making a profit, but I'm making a lesser profit now. Okay, so this is my point D. But it's not a stable equilibrium, remember? It's still short run. Okay, we still need to talk about long run. But the interesting thing is because once we move this AC up and move this AC up and move this AC down, they are the same level. Long run is very straightforward. The only price level at which this number will be stable is here when they are making zero profit. The only price level where this number will be stable is here. And because we move it to the same level, the long run price level where both the number of imitator as well as the artist stop changing is at the same level. So this is your P2. Okay, this is your P2. Again, this is your P2. Get it? So I'm giving you a complete picture now. From all the way from point A to point B to point C. So you better understand, so you have a better understanding of this question. Okay? In your part A, I say one more time, we are looking at point B for a start to begin with. Okay? Okay? So, demand must cut supply at this price. So this will be point C. And this will be your S1. And this will be your X2. Right? Over here, MR, I1. Right? My latest MR follow my latest price. Okay? This will be my point C. MR cut MC. This will be my XI2. And I'm making zero profit. Over here, my latest MR, MRJ1, follow my latest price, which is T2, or long run price. Okay? This will be point C. MR cut MC. And over here, we have XJ1. Right? All done. And how to know? Look at the number. Look at from P1 to P2. At P1, I'm making a profit. So number will increase. Okay, so more firms come in, right? And more imitators come in. Over here, price is above my AC, right? Price is above my AC. At P1 at my point B, price is above my AC. So I'm making a profit and NI also increase. And this caused the supply curve to increase. Do you realize that in this case, the number do affect the market supply? At the start, for simplicity, when the imitator first come in, maybe there's not a big number of imitators, so the market supply remain the same. For simplicity of analysis, at least from his exam commentary, this is what we can infer from his assumption. Okay, therefore you can have the same market price. Okay, this is your long run. Okay, once you finish this, let's look at what we have. We have the effect on market. Okay, the effect on market and the effect on your artist, which is XI, profit I, as well as NI, your artist, and you also have an effect on your imitator, XJ, profit J, and NJ. This is your imitator. Okay? And that's all. Of course, we can talk about consumer surplus, but that's all. But if you be careful, if you look at part D, it is always good to look through all the parts to know what they want. Because in part D, they actually ask you to compare the policy between part C and part D on the market share of local artists, right? So over here, actually one thing they want is this. They want market share of artists. We're talking about XI, number of artists, NI, multiplied by how much this artist produce over X, right? This is something that they want you to look at. Okay, so another interesting thing over here is this. I don't even need to look at the short run. I just look at the what? Long run. Because what? They only want you to talk about the long run equilibrium, right? Look at part C and part D. Is there any effect on the long run? So I only need to look at the long run. So these are the things I need to look at. Okay? Okay, let's take a look now. Market output XO to X2, up. Market price PO to P2, down. XI, XIO to XI2, down. Profit at point C is what? 0. Number of firm, NI, increase. XJ, XJO to XJ, 1, 4. Profit at point C, 0. Number of firm, NJ, increase. Last one, NI, increase. XI, 4. X, increase. Take note of this. Take note of this first. Okay, for part C. So, because in part D, they need to look at the market share, right? So, for part C, at least you know that the market share is what? In this case, the market share is indeterminate. You do not know what happened to the market share. But one thing you do know is that the number of artists will become what? More. There's more artists in the market. But each one produce lesser, you see. So, market share we do not know, but one thing we do know, artists do increase. This is the part C, okay? Part C. Artists do increase, but market share we do not know. It's indeterminate, okay? Okay, let's take a look at part D, okay? I'm going to show you part D now, okay? Part D, same thing. Initially, you are here, okay? But this is not your initial equilibrium. The only artists supplying the market. Same thing, when imitator come in, and I keep repeating this, so you have a good idea of this whole thing. Okay, and a lower AC, and a lower AC, right? AC, JO, and what? When they come in, bump. But we assume no effect on the market supply. Market price remain the same. So if market price remain the same, your MR, this will be your MRJO, right? If market price remain the same. Okay, this is your ACJO. So if market price remain the same, this will be your MRJO, right? Your MRJO. Okay, can? And shop done. Okay, but one thing now, they want the artists now, when they come in, they should be able, if there's no tax or fee or anything, right? Like part A, they will produce where MR equals to MC, they will produce at this point, point B, right? And at this point, they will produce what? They will produce this output X, J, O. And okay, and they will enjoy per unit profit of so much. But now, what happened is that there's one more extra shock. This is stage 2, right? Or the red color one. There's one more extra shock. The shock is what? Lump sum tax. So if there's a one more lump sum tax, what happened is this. You know, if the government is going to calculate the tax, they will purposely, right, bring it, right? Lump sum tax, AC increase. I'll bring it all the way to here. Why? So that they are at the same level. ACJ1. Okay? So I'll bring it all the way to here. Because I know that lower, if I bring to the same level, both will remain in the market, right? So now this is the extra shock. And because of this extra shock of AC, and if I calculate it nicely to bring it up to this level, what I have is this. When I finish doing the stage 2, stage 3, where's your point B? This is your point B. Okay? Short run, P1, X1, the same. And I have to say it again. In your part A for this question, we are talking about point B, yeah? Okay? Can? Okay, so this is your point B. Your short run equilibrium, this will be XI1. No change, right? No change at all. Okay, and over here, MR cut MC, this will be your point B. And at this point B, okay, what we have, you'll produce this, alright? XJO. At this point B, your price is here, your AC is here, so you make what? Zero profit. When there's zero profit, means what? Zero profit means, hey, the number, will it change? No, there's no tendency for the number to change. Okay? So whatever size of the imitator will come in will remain there. Okay? Over here, artist, zero profit. No tendency for the number to change as well. So practically, this is your what? Long run equilibrium as well. No effect at all. Okay? So that's it. Because you see, I remember I always tell you, when you have zero profit, it's a lot of time in your part D for your PC, right? He won't give you quite crazy thing, except for 2011A. Okay, part D, a little bit crazy, a little bit harder. Most of the time, because of the time constraint, he also understands. I believe he understands. So a lot of time in part D, right? If you know how to, if you understand the system very well, right? It's actually very fast to derive at the answer. So over here, what we have is this. We realize that everything is the same. So when the shock come in, no change. The number will not change at all. So this is your short run, and this is as well as your long run equilibrium. You get it? So answer is this. Okay? So this is your part D. Okay, let's take a look at part D. So let's put in all the green color one. Okay? Part D, market price, same. Market quantity, same. XI, same. Profit, 0. NI, same. XJ, same. I won't say same, XJ, because they just come in. They just come in. So initially there's nothing. Okay, they just come in. Okay, they just come in. Okay, okay, I can say same. Okay, profit J, 0. NJ, same, right? Whatever come in will be same. Okay, so once you have this, let's take a look at the market share of the artists. XI, each artist produce the same. Number of artists remain the same. Market quantity also remain the same. So in part D, your market share of artists what? Unchanged. When you impose a lump sum tax on the imitator, so when they come in, they need to pay a lump sum tax. So, and you adjust it nicely so that when they come in, they should be to enjoy a profit, but they have to pay a lump sum tax, which take away all their profit. You can actually give rise to a situation where both will still be supplying to the market, but the imitator coming in has no impact on the artist at all. The number of artists still the same, each one produce the same amount, and the market quantity is the same, so the market share of the artist is the same. Okay, and if you compare it to part C, we do not know what happened to the market share, but at least one thing we know, according to the exam commentary, which is clear also, your number of artists what? Increase. So you should talk about this. In part C, the market share of artists is indeterminate, but at least the number of artists increase. Meanwhile, for part D, everything is what? Unchanged. Okay. So the more conducive one could be part C.